a guy that you all said fuck that guy to last week after giving you some great performances. Baker Mayfield comes out and drops another one right in your lap. 300 and almost 50 yards, 2 touchdowns, slinging
Dog.
that thing left and right, coming away with a 33-16 win against the Philadelphia Eagles.
In one of
Bum.
Dog.
my leagues, I made the decision to bench Baker and
Good.
start Kyler Murray.
Good.
I'm
I'm
amazed
glad
you're
you did
sitting with us right here. I would have jumped off him.
that.
Not gonna
I'm
say that,
glad you did
but
that.
no, I think the Bucks are probably the shining light in the South in the NFC at this point. Um, but
They're easily the best
They're
team in the
expected
NFC
to win
yeah,
South.
their division. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. I do think though, however, in my mind has started to sway towards the argument that you and I have been having for the last 2 weeks, Ty Bob, about Nick Sirianni. and
Oh,
and
now
I
it's
am
swaying. Oh,
no, well,
now it's
yeah, now
swaying.
you're losing, bro. We're losing now. We're like,
Happened.
okay, all right.
3-12.
This isn't looking good. This isn't looking good. It's not looking like a slump anymore. It's looking like you just suck.
Now
So,
let's kind of table that because they are out AJ Brown, they are out Devontae Smith. But I will say the coaching decisions are what should swing that pendulum even further for you.
hmm
Even without Devontae Smith and AJ Brown in the first half, Saquon Barkley had 3 rushing attempts.
hmm
The guy
No,
who's won them
yeah.
the game the last
Yeah.
3 weeks in a row, touched the ball 3 total times out of the backfield. One job that you pay him millions and millions and millions of dollars to do. The one guy who's healthy for the first time in his career on this team outside of his rookie season. This is what Nick Sirianni. You're a bum.
hmm
If
He's
you're an
just
Eagles fan,
gotta,
he
yeah.
needs to get out. I want him to stay there because screw him and screw the Eagles. Because Jason Kelsey isn't there anymore. So screw all of you guys. But bad
I'm
look.
looking at it. I'm looking at it to the point of like, how did he really get in the position that he did? Like the year that they went to the Super Bowl, he had to have had other pieces of support and like just this, that, here, there, other roster members, whatever it
Yeah.
was, to made
Well, yeah,
him to make him look great. Because I was fully convinced that hey, Nick Sirianni looks like a pretty good coach outside looking in.
Yeah.
I think everybody got thrown into that version. But
hmm
don't forget they had D'Amico Ryans and they had Jonathan Gannon. Both left immediately after that season for their head coaching gigs. D'Amico Ryans went down to Houston and did fantastic with rookie quarterback CJ Stroud. And then Jonathan Gannon's goes out to Arizona, and now he's got Kyler Murray, maybe healthy for the season. Who knows really what he can do? But Jonathan, did I mix that up? Jonathan Gannon's was the OC. Yeah,
Dude, I have no idea.
I
I
think
don't.
Tommy's fact checking me here as I'm trying to peer into his screen here. But uh, yeah, so it lost both his OC
There he
and his
goes
DC
spouting
immediately.
information so confidently without really knowing what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah. D'Amico Ryan's was in San Francisco before he was the head
Oh gosh
coach.
dang it. It was Jonathan Gannon's was the DC in Philly. I can't
Yes.
remember who the OC
Yes.
was now.
I believe. Would that be a fine?
Yeah,
Fine.
that's a fun.
That's definitely
Okay.
fine.
um, but I do get what you're saying though about like I think what you guys have been trying to get at is like, and I definitely agree with what Tybo kind of said. Like, there must have been some fucking random assistant coach or some like coordinator or somebody who was up in the box that had direct contact with Sirianni that was like, no, don't fucking do that. Don't go for it right now, you goddamn idiot. Like who's that really old guy for the Patriots that was always around? Have you seen him on the internet? Did you watch any of like the Dynasty documentaries? Have you seen any of those? Probably not,
Nope.
but it's okay. It's okay. So there's like this old guy. This is so bad. I'm not gonna do this guy justice, but he essentially he was like the equipment manager uh for New England for like ever. He's been there since like the 60s. He knows everything that's ever happened for the Patriots, like ever. And he's a big football guy too. And he essentially like helped with Bill Belichick throughout the entire part of the dynasty. and just knew everything and was able to be like sometimes like, hey, the last time someone tried to go for it and do this, it did not work. He was like a walking fucking analytics encyclopedia like guy for the fucking the New England Patriots. And
Big part of the dynasty. Huh?
yes, like a huge part. And people like that are invaluable. You have no idea you need them until they're gone. And maybe Nick Sirianni had somebody like that who is no longer there, and to tell him like, go for it in like the third quarter from here, not in
I
the
don't
first
think he
quarter.
ever the way it's looking right to me, the way events have gone in Philadelphia. I don't think he ever truly had the locker room, and the locker room for him is like gone by now. Like
Oh
they
yeah, that interview
don't trust
Jalen Hurts
Sirianni, they
gave.
don't like him, they don't vibe with him, however you want to put it. There's a disconnect with Sirianni
Yeah.
and the guys in that locker room, and Coward doesn't think he has anything much to do with the play calling. So like really, he was asking, what does Sirianni do for the Philadelphia Eagles? And
Hmm.
I'm not seeing the benefit. I'm not seeing the upside. I don't really know what he does well for that team.
Yeah. No, Hurts' interview post game was not good. It was
Mm.
very clear that he was not happy with Nick Sirianni.
Shane Steichen, the Colts head coach, was the OC. Shane
That's it.
Steichen.
That's it.
You lose him, and that's a big piece. And then you lose Jonathan Gannon, who had that defense ripping and rolling. They
Who
don't have
knows
those pieces
internally
anymore.
too? Internally, that's not super public that we don't know
Yep,
about as well.
that as
Because we
well.
all thought it was Dom. We all thought it was Big Dom.
Now Dom's back.
Clearly not him.
What
It's
was the
clearly
score
not
against those
him.
Bucks? I
33-16.
Yeah.
Dog walked them.
Big
Big Dom
time.
went
They
back.
were
I
like
mean,
6 point underdogs or something, right? Right, too?
yes, they were.
Yeah,
And at
dude.
one point in the
Not
first
that
half,
Bucks team.
it was yeah, one point in the first half, almost by halftime, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 255 yards of offense. The Eagles had zero,
Dick.
nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, Nick Sirianni, if this continues for, I would say 2 more weeks, he's out.
I don't know if they lose bad in the next 2 weeks, but this is like how I just don't, I feel like I don't know how loud it is in Philly. I feel like I don't follow enough Philly fans on Twitter. I don't see enough things
It's
from
good.
Philly fans.
That's good. You don't want that for your timeline.
I know I don't want that, but also I can't get a gauge of like how the fans feel. Because if the fans are loud enough to get rid of him, Philly and that organization, like they'll get rid of him if the fans fucking hate him. So that's what I'm
Other
kind of.
fan bases. I mean, fuck it, let him stay.
I'm happy with it.